In the relentless pursuit of maritime dominance, evolution is not optional. It is essential. For half a century, the Nimitz-class aircraft carrier has been the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world's oceans. But technology never sleeps, and the nature of warfare constantly evolves. This is the story of the 10th and final ship of the Nimitz-class, a vessel that represents the culmination of a legendary design and serves as the critical bridge to the next generation of naval aviation. This is the USS George H. Bush, CVN 77.
At work.
Named for a naval aviator who became president, this carrier embodies its motto, freedom at work. The Nimitz-class design, first launched in the 1970s, is a marvel of engineering. But the world of the 21st century is vastly different from the world of the Cold War. The problem was the looming innovation gap. The rise of sophisticated anti-access strategies, the absolute necessity of network-centric warfare, and the demand for greater operational efficiency required a new approach to carrier design. While older carriers were periodically upgraded, there were limits to how much new technology could be retrofitted onto an aging architecture. The Navy was developing the revolutionary Gerald R. Ford class, but that leap would take time. The Navy needed a platform that could incorporate emerging technologies immediately, ensuring the fleet maintained its decisive edge during the transition. The agitation is the consequence of technological stagnation. In military strategy, if you are not advancing, you are falling behind. Adversaries were rapidly modernizing, developing quieter submarines, faster missiles, and sophisticated electronic warfare capabilities designed specifically to counter the existing carrier fleet. If the Nimitz design remained static, these platforms, the very symbol of American power, would become increasingly vulnerable. Operational costs were also mounting. Older designs required larger crews and more intensive maintenance. If efficiency could not be improved, the Navy's ability to sustain global presence would be compromised. The risk was clear: a loss of the technological superiority that guarantees maritime dominance. The solution was to build the final Nimitz-class carrier as a transitional ship. The USS George H. Bush, commissioned in 2009, is not just another Nimitz-class carrier. She is the evolutionary link. While sharing the same basic hull and propulsion plant as her predecessors, CVN 77 incorporates significant design changes that foreshadow the Ford class. She was built to test and integrate next-generation technologies in a proven platform. This transitional approach allowed the Navy to modernize immediately, optimizing the carrier for the digital age, enhancing its lethality, survivability, and efficiency. The proof of this evolution is visible across the ship. Visually, the most striking difference is the island superstructure. On the George H. Bush, the island is smaller, modernized, and features upgraded radar and communication arrays, improving situational awareness and reducing the radar signature. The changes extend below the waterline. She features a bulbous bow design, improving hull efficiency and speed. Internally, the modernization is profound. CVN 77 features vastly upgraded fiber optic networking infrastructure, allowing for faster data transfer and improved command and control. The aviation fuel storage and delivery systems were redesigned for greater efficiency and safety, increasing the tempo of flight operations, the speed at which aircraft can be launched and recovered. Manpower efficiency was also a key focus. Automation and modernization of systems allowed for a reduction in the necessary crew size compared to earlier carriers. The USS George H. Bush is, without question, the most advanced and capable Nimitz-class carrier ever built. The true test of a warship is not in its blueprints, but in its execution. For the USS George H. Bush, that test came in the crucible of the fight against ISIS. Imagine the Persian Gulf, summer 2014. The terrorist group ISIS is sweeping across Iraq and Syria. The situation is critical. The USS George H. Bush is ordered to the theater. The flight deck is alive 24 hours a day. The mission? Dismantle a terrorist organization. On the deck, the tempo is relentless. The modernized fuel delivery systems allow for rapid hot pitting, refueling the FA-18 Super Hornets, while their engines are still running. The advanced networking allows pilots to receive real-time intelligence and targeting data directly in the cockpit. Day and night, the catapults fire. Jets loaded with precision ordnance leap into the sky. These were the first strikes of Operation Inherent Resolve. For months, CVN-77 sustained a high-intensity air campaign, delivering decisive blows against ISIS. It was a powerful demonstration of the modernized carrier's ability to deliver precise, sustainable, and overwhelming combat power. This is what freedom at work truly means.
To the future.
The USS George H. Bush marks the end of an era. She is the final chapter in the storied history of the Nimitz-class. But she is also the prologue to the future. The lessons learned in her construction and operation have directly shaped the carriers that follow. CVN-77 stands as a testament to the power of iterative innovation and the necessity of adapting proven platforms to meet new challenges. Our call to action is to recognize the continuous drive for excellence that defines the spirit of naval aviation. It requires the ingenuity of engineers, the might of the industrial base, and most importantly, the dedication of the thousands of sailors who bring this steel giant to life. They carry the legacy of the ship's namesake, a young World War II aviator, into the 21st century, ensuring that the bridge between the proud history of naval aviation and its dynamic future remains unbroken.